Hi students, welcome to Narayan PU College online classes. Today onwards we are going to discuss about motion in a straight line competitive classes. I told you in previous video that you should be ready with book. All of you keep video pause and take your books ready. That is nothing but competitive books. Now I will read one by one example, page number, problems. You can also search one by one. We will solve some already you can solve some problems, some equations you are able to solve. Okay. Therefore, all of you open your books. Motion in a straight line. That is second lesson. Motion in a straight line. First page. You can see example 1. A particle moves 5 meters towards east, then 12 meters towards north. Find the displacement and distance. Already you can solve this one. Once you can see a particle moves 5 meters towards east. Directions I gave for you. This is east, west, north, south. So towards east means, so object is moving like this. How many meters towards east? 5 meters. From next onwards, 12 meters towards north. From here, he moved towards north 12 meters. North means upwards. Therefore, from here towards north 12 meters. Now, what is the initial position? A. What is the final position? C. If you have taken A, B, C like this. Now, what they are asking in the problem? Find the displacement and distance. First, they are asking displacement. What is the displacement definition? We said the shortest possible distance between initial and final. So this is the shortest possible distance between initial and final position. So already you came to this is right angle triangle. You can solve how to find this one. So AC is equal to, what is the formula? Root of AB square plus BC square. Isn't it? So what is AB value? 5 square. What is BC value? 12 square. So 5 5 25. 12 plus 1 44. Root 5 plus 4 9 6. So root 169. So without calculator we have to say how much root 169? Root 13 square. Square root will be cancelled. 13 meters. So AC is the 13 meters, but displacement is direction. So they didn't give there. I think direction simply they gave 13 meters. If they ask direction, what is the direction means? One is towards east, another one is towards north. We got like this. Same we can draw like this here. So what is this direction here? North east. If you got like this means north west. If you got like this means so south east. If you got like this means south west. Now what is the direction of this AC means towards north east. So this direction is towards north. This direction is towards east. Now resultant direction of the displacement is towards north east. Okay. Now next one in that they ask distance side. Distance means according to definition total path covered by the object. Total path means here A to C. First one A to B. AC is nothing but first he covered from A to B. Next he covered from B to C. So AB plus BC. What is AB value? 5. So what is BC value? 12. So total 70 meters. So this is nothing but distance. So distance is not required, direction. Okay. So that is example number 1. Already example 2 also we discussed. We gave direct one formula also. All of you remember or not? What is the formula for distance? Theta r. Displacement 2r sin theta by 2. Isn't it? Those formulas are not there. But during circular motion also we gave a particle. See the example number 2. A particle moves in a semicircle of radius r from A to B. Find the displacement and distance in a semicircular path like this. This is A, this is B, O. What is the radius? Radius they gave? Simply they gave r. Radius is r. So A to B semicircular path means first they are asking distance or displacement. So they are asking displacement. So displacement means what is the definition? Shortest possible distance. Shortest possible distance means from here to here. So A to O is R, O to B is R. Therefore shortest possible distance 2R. What is the distance? What is the distance means? Total path covered by the object. For total circular path half of the circular part. That is nothing but 2 pi r by 2. That is nothing but pi r. So if you want means according to formula. According to formula, if you want to do displacement formula, we give AB bar. Displacement we gave 2r sin theta by 2. Let us remember this formula. In first video it will be available. Next, AB is nothing but distance. That is nothing but theta r. Let us remember these formulas. So you can apply by using these two formulas also. Like this also we can say. So if you have taken this one, what is theta here? Theta here 180 degrees. How we will write 180? 180 is nothing but pi. 360 degrees 2 pi. 180 is nothing but pi. You got pi r. This is what? Distance. Now another one they are asking displacement. Displacement formula is 2r sin theta by. What is theta? 180. Substitute here. In mathematics you came to know what is sin 180 by 2. 180 by 2. 180 by 2 means 2r sin 90. What is sin 90 value? 1. Therefore 1. You got? So you can do either like this, by using this formula also we can do. That is example 2. Next. So in page number 3.2 they gave average speed and average velocity. So already in PU also we give that definition. What is average speed? Total distance by total time. What is average velocity? Total displacement by total time. So that is important for PU also. Here they are asking problems on those equations. So example 3 you can see a particle moves in a straight line from A to B. So a particle moves in a straight line from A to B. In the 3 questions they are asking. First one, for the first half of the distance with speed v1, for the next half of the distance with speed v2. Next, B, for the first 1/3 distance with speed v1 and the next 2/3 distance with speed v2. Next, C, for the first 1/4 distance with speed v0, for the next half of the distance with speed 2v0 and last 1/4 distance with speed 3v0. Among all those, what you have to find the average speed in each case. I am going for first case. For the first half of the distance with speed v1 and the next half of the distance with speed v2. Already we discussed this one in our PU general classes. I think you might have remembered that formula. Did you remember or not? So A to B. So first half of the distance with speed v1, next half of the distance with speed v2. Total distance how much? We assumed there yes. First half means this one, S1 is equal to S by 2. Second half means S2 is equal to S by 2. Did you remember this formula? What we got? Average speed is equal to 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. How you got? What is average speed formula? Average speed formula, total distance by total time. Why I wrote S1 plus S2 here? Because first half, second half they have. First half, second half means we got two distances. Therefore we wrote S1 plus S2. Total time means to cover first half, it will take some amount of time. That is nothing but T1. To cover second half, it will take some amount of time. That is nothing but T2. But they didn't give times here. Therefore we have to eliminate time. How we will eliminate time? They gave V1. V1, S1, T1 relation. In PU it is there. V1, S1, T1 relation. V1 is equal to S1 by T1. Already we derived this equation during PU class and I think it will be there in second video. Already you have written on your notes. Why I am giving now means to solve B and C it will be easy for you. Okay. So therefore once again I am giving. Then T1 is equal to what you got? S1 by V1. Like the T2 how much you will get? S2 by V2. Substitute here. Then V average is equal to S1 plus S2 by T1 means S1 by V1. T1 means S1 by V1. T2 means S2 by V2 plus S2 by V2. Now in the question you came to know S1, you came to know V1, but you got equation. Therefore, you will get equation in terms of V1 and V2. So V average is equal to what is S1? First half of the distance. Half of the distance means total distance is S means S by 2. Therefore, s by 2 plus s by 2. S1 means again s by 2. S by 2v1 plus s by 2v2. So s by 2 plus s by 2. How much will get? 2s by 2. Here what is common? S by 2 is common. That is nothing but 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. So 2 will be cancelled. That is nothing but s by 2. Take LCM. What is LCM here? v1, v2. Then what you will get? v2 plus v1. This is mathematical calculation. Okay. Now this will be cancelled. This 2 v1 v2 will be going to numerator. That is nothing but average speed is equal to 2 v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. So already you remember this equation. You can do directly. Now see the B, second one. For the first 1/3 distance with speed v1, next 2/3 distance with speed v2. First 1/3 means total distance how much now? Total distance from A to B is yes. Now it is going to be divided into two distances. First 1/3. 1/3 means s by 2. Second 2/3. 2/3 means s to 2s by 2. Second 2/3 only they give. First 1/3 1 by 3 with speed v1 and next 2/3 distance. 2/3 distance means 2 by 3. Yes. So this first 1/3 with velocity v1. v1 or v0 they get. That is nothing but v1 only they get. v1. Second 2/3 distance with velocity v2. Again you have to apply same formula. s1 plus s2 by t1 plus t2. Again in place of t1 what we have to write? s1 by v1. In place of t2 s2 by v2. But in place of s1 what we have to substitute means s1 is equal to s by 3. s2 is equal to 2s by 3. I am not deriving entire formula. Again I am going from here. Up to here you will get same. Isn't it? Isn't it or not? Because it is dividing two terms only. First 1/3, second 2/3. Substitute. So V average is equal to, in place of S1 how much we have to write? S by 3 plus 2s by 3. In place of T1 we got S1 by V1. In place of S1 how much we have to write? S by 3. So S by 3 V1 plus 2s by 3 V2. Because in place of S2 we wrote 2s by 3. How much you get here? S by 3 plus 2s by 3. That is nothing but 3s by 3 is divided by, what is common here? S by 3 is common. S by 3 is common. 1 by v1 plus 2 by v2. Okay, 3 will be cancelled. Yes will be cancelled. We will be getting 3 v1 v2 by, here we have to take LCM. v2 plus 2 v1 you will get. Once you can try to calculate this one, we will do third one. Okay. See the C1 they gave first 1/4 distance with speed v0, second half of the distance with speed 2v0, and last 1/4 distance with speed 3v0 they gave. Okay, first 1/4, 1 by 2 and 1/4. That is nothing but like this. This is A to B. So all these are 1 plus 1 half. If you came to know first one, second one, third one, similar methods one. Okay. Here I think all of you got the answer. 3 v1 v2 by v2 plus 2v1. I think all of you got just small calculation from mathematics. So in C, first half only they give 1/4. For the first 1/4, sorry, this is nothing but 1/4 means s by 4. Next they gave next half of the distance. Half of the distance means s2 is equal to s by 2. And last one they gave again 1/4 distance. Again total distance is going to become yes. We are doing third time, therefore numerator I will take directly. What you got s1 plus s2 here? S by 2 plus s by 2 you got finally yes. What you got here? S by 3 plus 2s by 3. Again you got yes. Therefore, if we add all these total distance, how much you will get? Again you will get yes. Isn't it? Now here how many parts are there? Is 3 parts. First part it is with velocity v1, second part with velocity v2, third part with velocity v3. They gave v1 value as v0, v2 value as how much they gave? v2 is equal to 2v0, v3 value as 3v0, isn't it? 3v0 they gave. But we will derive first in terms of v1, v2, v3 like that only. It is very easy one. So average speed. Again we have to derive from first s1 plus s2 by t1 plus t2. I am not deriving all. Directly I am going with this formula. Okay. So s1 plus s2 by s1 plus s2. Another term s3, because this is going to be divided into 3 parts. By what we get? s1 by v1, s2 by v2, s3 by v3. So again if you want to substitute, you can substitute, or directly you can write yes. Isn't it? Already we did 2 times. Therefore here I am writing directly. What is s1 here? S by 4 v1 plus s2 here. S by 2 v2 plus s by 4 v3. In place of s1, s by 4. In place of s2, s by 2. In place of s3, s by 4. Just try substitute. Actually v1, v2, v3 also we have to substitute. We will substitute at the end. So what is common here? You can take yes. S is common. Let us use it. 1 by 4 v1 plus 1 by 2 v2 plus 1 by 4 v3. Yes is going to be cancelled. Then 1 by 4 v1, 1 by 2 v2 plus 1 by 4 v3. Now in this we can substitute what is v0. Sorry, v1 value v0, v2 value 2v0, v3 value 3v0. Substitute here. 1 by 4 v0 plus 1 by 2. What is v2 value there? 2v0 plus 1 by 4 v3. That is nothing but 3v0. So 1 by 4 v0 plus 1 by 4 v0 plus 1 by 12 v0. So take LCM. What is LCM here? 1 by, for these 3 LCM, you can we take 12 v0. So then 3 plus 1. So 12 v0 is going to numerator. It is divided by 3 plus 1. That is nothing but 7. So V average is equal to 12 by 7 v0. Isn't it? So you got 12 by 7 v0. Correct only. Now see the example 4. A particle moves in a straight line from A to B with speed v1 and then B to A with speed v2. Find the average speed. Again same formula, average velocity and average speed. So first it is starting from A to B. Next it is going from B to A. Then they are asking what is the average speed. So now see, A to B is covering with velocity v1. How much distance is covering from A to B? That is D or S. We are taking it as yes. Next is moving from B to A. B to A with speed v2. How much distance he covered? Again same distance, but speeds are different. Speeds are different means timings also will be different, isn't it? Therefore A to B it is taking t1 time. Then B to A it is taking t2 time. So in that example what they are asking? Average velocity, average speed. So average velocity. Average velocity means what is the formula? Total displacement by total time. Okay, total displacement means 0. So why? Because he is moving from A to B, B to A. Initial position, final position is same. The shortest possible distance from A to A is 0. Therefore, average velocity is 0. What is average speed? So average speed means the total distance by total time. Again in this, time is not there. Isn't it? We came to know only speed. Therefore, eliminate this t. How will we get? We came to know that v is equal to s by t. Therefore, T is equal to S by V. Then T1 is equal to S1 by V1. T2 is equal to S2 by V2. Substitute. S1 plus S2 by S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2. Here what is S1? Yes. What is S2? That is also yes. Next, V1 is V1 only, V2 is V2. Therefore, what you will get? S plus S by V1 plus S by V2. How much you will get? 2S by S is common. 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. S is going to be cancelled. Then what you will get finally? 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. What is this one? Average speed. Average velocity is 0. Here average speed is 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Already we got so many times this equation we are applying. See, this is going to become practice for you. Then therefore whenever they are asking problem on this equation, you will do fast. If you didn't do practice means first time only we cannot solve directly. See the example 5. Example 5 also we solve a particle moves from A to B, first to 1/3 with time with some amount of speed V1 and the next 2/3 time with speed V2, isn't it? Here they give time. Time is you have to see carefully. Okay, here you have to change the equation in terms of time, not the distance. See the example 5. A particle moves from A to B for the first 1/3 time with speed V1 and the next 2/3 time with speed V2. Then find the average speed. Same model. A to B. First 1/3 there. 1/3 only. A to B for the first 1/3 time. Total time from A to B is nothing but T. So this time T1 is equal to T by 3. First 1/3 time, what is the velocity? With V1 and next 2/3 time with speed V2. Next time from here to here how much time? T2 is equal to 2 by 3 T. Correct only? 2/3 time. Next 2/3 time with speed V2. Now from here to here, what is the speed means? V2. Then what they are asking? Average speed or average speed. What is the average speed formula? So V average is equal to S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. In this, they didn't give distance. They gave time. Now we have to change distance in terms of velocity. In previous equations what we did? We changed time in terms of distance and velocity. Now we have to change distance in terms of velocity and time. Because given data they gave velocity and time. So we know that V is equal to speed is equal to distance by time. Then distance is equal to velocity into time. Now S1. S1 means from here to here. Here to here is S1. Remaining is S1 is nothing but V1 T1. S2 is nothing but V2 T2. Substitute. So V average is equal to V1 T1 plus V2 T2 by T1 plus T2. So first S1 with V1, S2 with V2. Okay. Then T1 T by 3, T2 2 T by 3. Therefore, what we have to do? V1 into T1 is nothing but T by 3 plus V2 into T2 is nothing but 2 by 3 by T1. T1 is nothing but T by 3 plus 2T by 3. What you got here? So V1 by 3 plus 2V2 by 3. I have taken T common. So T if you write outside. By 3 also we can write. Isn't it? By 3 also we can write. Next step we will write. Here also we can write T first. 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. T will be cancelled. If you have taken 1 by 3 outside. V1 plus 2V2. Here also we can take 1 by 3 common. 1 plus 2. 1 by 3, 1 by 3 will be cancelled. V1 plus 2V2 by, that is nothing but V3. So that is nothing but 3. V1 plus 2V2 by 3. Correct only? So that is example 5. Next you can see motion in straight line, page number 33. That is not 3.3, 33. So we discussed about example 5. Now see some derivations they give, acceleration definition and motion in straight line and constant acceleration. So some 5 equations they gave. Already we derived those equations with respect to graphs. And the fifth equation, distance or displacement covered in nth second. Here t second there, that is nothing but nth second. We gave those 4 equations of motion already for you. Fourth equation derivation also I gave. Next, page number 34, example 6. Now onwards we are going into the main problems. These are also main only, but it will be tricky problems we are going to get. So example 6. See the example 6. A particle is moving in a straight line under constant acceleration. If the motion starts from rest, find the ratio of displacement in n second to that in the nth second. Means you have to find ratio of displacement in n seconds to displacement in n second. So it is moving with constant acceleration. Therefore, we can apply any one of the equations of motion. And how it is moving means in a straight line with acceleration, constant acceleration we will assume a. And if the motion starts from rest means what we have to take? Rest means initial velocity we have to take u as 0. Acceleration, it is moving with acceleration. Then they are asking the distance traveled in n seconds or displacement traveled in n seconds and displacement traveled in n second ratio. Displacement traveled in n second and displacement traveled in n second. Isn't it? What is the formula for this ratio they are asking? What is the formula for distance traveled in n seconds? Distance covered in t time. What is the formula? St is equal to ut plus of at square. Now they are asking distance covered in n seconds. In place of t, how much we should take? N. U value 0. Therefore 0 into n, 0 plus of a n square. Then distance covered in n seconds is equal to of a n square. Next, distance covered in n second or displacement covered in n second. What is the formula? Distance covered in n second formula u plus a into n minus 1 by 2. So n second distance means or displacement means 0 plus a into n is n only here. Therefore n minus 1 by 2. A into 2n minus 1 by 2. This is distance in or displacement in n second. They are asking ratio between these two. This by this. Yes, n by yes, n. Distance is n seconds and distance in n second. Or displacement we can take. So in numerator what you will get? Of n square is divided by a into 2n minus 1 by 2. So this a will be cancelled. So this two will be cancelled. A by 2 in numerator, a by 2 in denominator. Then what we got? N square by 2n minus 1. So they asked distance in n seconds, distance in n seconds. If they ask a reverse, ratio of distance or displacement in nth second to n seconds, then you have to reverse this one. 2n minus 1 by n square. Understood? You got n square by 2n minus 1. Either problem or equation they may ask for competitive. Next we can see example 7. Example 7 is very very important model. You will get in level 1 and level 2. Test your knowledge. Among all these you will get. Here we are going to solve level 1 for you. Level 2 you can try it as homework or you can practice. And test your knowledge also you can practice. Those will be coming easily. We are going to teach here for level 1. And some of the examples related to those models. See the example 7. A particle is moving in a straight line under constant acceleration. It travels 15 meters in the third second and 31 meters in the 7th second. Find the initial velocity and constant acceleration. First it is covering 15 minutes in the third second. S1 is equal to 15 meters. T1 is nothing but third second. Okay. Next, what they give in that? 31 meters in the 7th second. S2 is equal to 31 meters. T2 is nothing but 7th second. So I told you first, second, third, fourth, fifth, like that means which formula you have to use? Distance covered in nth second. That is nothing but distance covered in nth second is equal to, what is the formula? U plus A into n minus 1 by 2. Yes, n. First time how much? Third. Therefore, yes, third is equal to U plus A into, in place of n how much we took here? 3. Therefore, in place of n how much we should take? 3 minus 1 by 2. Yes, third is equal to U plus A into, so 6 minus 1 by 2, that is nothing but 5 by 2. Yes, third value, that is nothing but S1. Yes, third is nothing but variable S1, that is nothing but 15. So this is equation number 1. Next we have to apply this one. Yes, which second? 7th second. U plus A into, now in place of n, 7. 7 minus 1 by 2. U plus A into 14 minus 1 by 2. That is nothing but 13 by 2. 13 by 2. So 7th second, that is nothing but S2. 7th second, how much they give? 31. That is nothing but 30. Called as equation number 2. In equation number 1, U and A. In equation number 2, U and A. Two equations, two unknowns. Okay. How to solve this one means, one time you will add, one time you will subtract. If you subtract means this minus this you can. More minus less you can. Can you solve? So two equations, two unknowns. If you don't want to solve means 2 minus 1 you can take. 2 minus 1 means what is 2 here? U plus A into 13 by 2. This is LHS. Here in equation number 1, what is LHS? Minus U plus A into 5 by 2. Next here RHS 31 minus 15. So what we did? 2 minus 1 we did. At the time, check once. U minus U will be cancelled. Then what will be getting? U plus 13 by 2 into A minus U minus 5 by 2 A is equal to 31 minus 15. How much you will get? 11 minus 5. 6. 2 minus 1. 16 you will get. So U will be cancelled. So what is common here? A by 2 is common. So A by 2 if we are taking common, what is here? 13 minus 5 is equal to 16. This implies A by 2. 13 minus 5. 13 minus 5 how much? 8. So 8 means 4 times. Then A is equal to 16 by 5. A is equal to 4 meters per second. You got A. Now substitute this A either in 1 or in 2, then you will get U. So A value is substitute here. 4 into 5 by 2. 4 into 5 by 2 means 2 will be cancelled 2 times. So 2 into 5, 10. So U is equal to 15 minus 10. That is nothing but you will get U 5 meter per second. You can only solve that one. I give A equal to 4 meter per second. Okay. So example 7. We got answer. I think I solved A is equal to 4 meter per second square. I said U is equal to 5 meter per second you will get. I think you got at the end. Now we will see example 8. See example 8, a bus starts from west and moves with constant acceleration. At the same time, a car traveling with a constant velocity 16 meter per second overtakes and passes the bus. After how much time and at what distance the bus overtakes the car? Here, two vehicles are there. One is bus. So bus is starting here. Its initial velocity, it starts from west, therefore initial velocity is 0 and moves with constant acceleration. Even how much they give? 8 meter per second square. So it is starting and moving like this. At the same time they give a car traveling with a constant velocity. It will follow this side. A car traveling with already initial speed they give. how much speed it is going? Initial speed 16 meter per second. 16 meter per second. 16 meter per second with a car traveling with constant velocity. So your velocity is constant, means what is acceleration means 0. Already in theory we discussed. Whenever it is moving with constant velocity, its acceleration is going to become 0. So after how much time and at what distance the bus overtakes the car? Means both are going like this. This is also going, this is also going. It is going to cover some amount of distance. So it is also going to cover some amount of distance. How much time it is taking? After what? After that time, how much distance it is going to travel there? So after what distance this car is crossing the bus? Means after some amount of time, this bus will be here. This car is crossing the bus. Means this bus is covering some amount of distance. How much distance it is going to cover? Both are covering same distance, but it is crossing and going. It will be here on. Slowly it is going. So first we have to understand the concept. So for both we have to apply what we get to know UA. We should find time and distance. Therefore, which formula we have to apply? S is equal to UT plus half AT square. First we have to apply for bus. So S is nothing but some amount of distance it is going to travel. It is here. R is also here. At the time of crossing this one, this is crossing. Car is crossing the bus. This distance is nothing but d. So d is equal to u. It is starting from rest bus. Therefore 0 plus of acceleration is a. That is nothing but d is equal to 4t square. Next for the car. Car also same formula. ut plus of at square. If you are applying for car, it is car is moving with how much velocity? U is equal to 16. It is also covering same distance. D is equal to 16t plus of a is 0. Why? Because it is moving with constant velocity. Therefore, acceleration is 0. D is equal to 16t. Then equation number 2. This is 1. So from 1 and 2, D is here. Equate these two. So 16t is equal to 4t square. T 1 t will be cancelled. Then t is equal to 16 by 4. So 4 seconds. Substitute this t either in 1 or 2. Then you will get distance. Okay. So that is example 8. Now see the example 9. Example 9 you can only solve. Those are important for PU also. So what they gave in that A and B they gave. If a train traveling at a 72 km per hour, a train traveling at 72 km per hour is to be brought to rest in a distance of 200 meters. Find the acceleration. Means it is brought to rest means final velocity is 0. Before going to come to rest, it is traveling 200 meters. So train started. So train is moving with velocity 72 km per hour. So finally its velocity is going to become 0. Before going to come to rest, it is traveling some amount of distance. How much? 200 meters. 200 meters. Then what is its? What they are asking to find? So find the deceleration. Deceleration means negative acceleration because velocity is going to decrease. Which formula you have to apply? U, V, S. Therefore, V square minus U square is equal to 2S. But before going to substitute, you have to convert because this is in meters, this is in kilometer per hour. What we have to do? This is in meters means what this one we should do? Kilometer per hour we should convert into meter per second. Therefore, U value. U is equal to 72 km per hour. Kilometer per hour, meter per second means how much we should multiply? 5 by 18. How many times? 4 times, huh? So 4 into 5. So 20 meter per second. U is 20 meter per second. V is 0. So substitute in this equation. So 0 square minus 20 square is equal to 2a. What is S value? 200. So then minus 220 whole square, 400 is equal to 200 into 2. that is also 400. Then A is equal to minus 1 meter per second square. So you got negative. That is nothing but deceleration. Correct only? Isn't it? So see the solution they gave. In the solution they have substituted S value 100. Therefore they got minus 2. What we did, that is correct for the given problem. In solution they gave in place of 200 they substituted 100. Therefore they got minus 2, but minus 1 is only correct. Next question number B in the velocity of a bullet is reduced from 200 meter per second to 100 meter per second while traveling through a wooden block of thickness 10 centimeters. Find the retardation. In brackets they gave, assuming it to be uniform, because whenever it is going with uniform acceleration, then only we can apply. So it is reducing from 200 to 100, isn't it? What is the initial velocity now? U is equal to 200 meter per second. Final velocity is 100 meter per second. The thickness is nothing but displacement. How much they gave thickness? 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters. They are asking retardation. Retardation only. So they are asking wooden block thickness 10 centimeters. The velocity of a bullet is reduced. Find the retardation. Retardation or deceleration, both will be same. Again, same formula we are going to apply, because u, v, s we came to know, we have to find deceleration or retardation. Negative acceleration is nothing but retardation. Again, see, this is meter per second, but this is in centimeters. Therefore, first we have to convert into meters. 1 centimeter equal to how many meters? 1 by 100. Therefore, 1 by 10. That is nothing but 0.1 meters. Substitute in this equation. I am not writing once again. V value how much? 100. So 100 square minus 200 square equal to 2a. S value how much? 0.1. Otherwise 1 by 10 also we can. So 100 square means how many zeros will become? 4 zeros. 2 zeros will become 4 zeros. 2 2s are 4. 4 zeros. So 0.2a. So subtract. This is 10,000 minus 40,000. 10,000 minus 40,000 minus 30,000. Isn't it? 30,000 is equal to 0.28. So we can divide that. So A is equal to minus 30,000 by 0.2. 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10. That is nothing but 1 0 extra. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 0 by 2. 0.2 can be written as 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10. So this is 50. A is equal to minus 15 meter per second square. That is the retardation. Always whenever they are asking retardation or deceleration, you will be getting in terms of meter negative values. Here how many zeros are there? 4 zeros. Therefore, in options, depending on options, you have to change this one. In options, if they may give like this, sometimes they will give in 10 power 4, 10 cube like that. Depending on options, you have to write the retardation value. Okay. Example 10. A particle moving with constant acceleration from A to B in a straight line AB has velocities u and v at A and B respectively. Find the velocity of the particle at the midpoint of AB. Means, so an object is moving from A to B. Here at A initial velocity u, at B final velocity v. So what is the velocity at this midpoint? That is nothing but C. Midpoint means if total distance is b, then what is from A to C? B by 2. Isn't it? So it is covering B by 2 distance. Let us assume midpoint velocity is V dash. There they gave, I think V1 something they gave, but we are taking it as V dash. V1 also we can take. Here I have taken V dash. And in that example they gave, find the velocity of the particle at the midpoint. So it is moving with constant acceleration. That is nothing but V. Here initial velocity U, final velocity V dash, acceleration A. Separation means displacement is nothing but d by u v s a. What is the relation we know? So we know that v square minus u square equal to 2ax. This formula we have to apply two times. First time from A to C. For A to C, what is final velocity here? V dash square minus initial velocity u square is equal to 2a. What is s value here? D by 2. Called as equation number 1. This is for AC, first half. Next half for CB. For CB, again apply this formula, v square minus u square equal to 2s. Now what is the initial velocity means? This is initial point, this is final point. Therefore final velocity how much? V. In place of the v only, v square minus. Here initial velocity how much? V dash. At C this is initial velocity, at B this is final velocity. So v square minus v dash square equal to 2a. Yes, yes means again d by 2. See here, from equation 1 and 2, RHS will be same, 2a d by 2, 2a d by 2. If RHS is same, LHS also will be same. Therefore, from 1 and 2, what we can write? V dash square minus u square is equal to, so v square minus v dash square. What we have to find? V dash we have to find. That is nothing but midpoint velocity. We can bring this side. This one we can bring that side. So v dash square, this minus will become plus. Is equal to u square plus v square. So v dash square. 2 v dash square is equal to u square plus v square. Then v dash square is equal to u square plus v square by, then v dash equal to root of u square plus v square by 2. So this is initial velocity, final velocity, and this is midpoint velocity. How they will give means, a train is crossing an electric pole. Whenever it is crossing, engine is having initial velocity u, last compartment is having initial final velocity v. Then what is the middle compartment velocity? They will ask such type of questions. At the time, you can use this formula. Next is the example 11. What is example 11? They ask, a car accelerates from rest. Again, car accelerates from rest means initial velocity is 0 at a constant rate alpha for some time, after which it decelerates at constant rate beta. Isn't it? Constant rate beta to come to rest. Again, finally it is coming to rest. If the total time lapse is t seconds, evaluate the maximum velocity reached and total distance covered. Isn't it? So first we will calculate what is the maximum velocity. In the C, it is starting from rest means initial velocity is 0. It is moving with constant rate alpha. Constant rate alpha means with uniform acceleration it is going for some time. For some time means, let us assume we will take one car, an object. An object is starting from rest. It is moving with constant rate alpha means this is called acceleration, uniform acceleration. And it is having, it is coming here, its velocity is v. So it is moving with some acceleration alpha and final velocity v. It is taking how much time means t1 time to get some velocity with alpha acceleration, constant rate. Now again from here it is going to decelerate, means final velocity is going to become 0. This one is moving with retardation beta. So alpha means velocity is increasing, beta means velocity is decreasing. How much time it is taking means t2 time. In this v, u, t is there and a is nothing but alpha. Therefore which formula we have? So we know that v is equal to u plus at. V is how much? V is equal to 0 plus alpha t1. So v is equal to alpha t1. Next it is moving with constant rate beta. Beta is nothing but retardation. Retardation is nothing but negative acceleration. At the time, here what is the initial velocity? V. Final velocity 0. Therefore, same formula. 0 is equal to v. So minus beta t. Then v is equal to beta, how much time? t2 time. So here t is t2. So we have written a as minus beta. Why minus beta? Because it is retardation. Okay. So now we got beta T2. First equation we got V is equal to alpha T1. What they are asking to find? What they are asking? Maximum velocity reached. So maximum velocity reached means in this they have given total time, isn't it? Total time they give T1, T2 they give. If the total time lapse is t seconds, so total time from here to here is t. Therefore, you should get equation in terms of t because we don't know t1 and t2, isn't it? Therefore, what is t1 from this equation? T1 is equal to v by alpha. T2 is equal to v by beta. Total time how much? T1 plus T2, that is equal to t. T1 plus T2 is nothing but t. What is T1 here? V by alpha. Otherwise, v by alpha plus v by beta. That is nothing but t. Because we don't know T1, T2. We have taken from one place here to here with alpha acceleration. We are taking time T1. With next beta retardation, we are taking time T2. Therefore, we don't know T1, T2. But they gave total time is t. Therefore, our answer should be in terms of t. So take common v, 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. That is nothing but t. V into so beta plus alpha by alpha beta. If you have taken alpha beta LCM. So v is equal to alpha beta by alpha plus beta into t. This velocity is only maximum velocity, right? Because after reaching to maximum velocity, again it is going to become 0. This is called equation for maximum velocity. Next what they are asking? Total distance. Total distance means we have to take, this is having some distance, S1. This is having some distance, S2. We have to find S1 plus S2. Try to see and try to do that one. That is only easy for you. Just you can try. Okay. Next they gave motion under gravity in the page number 35. Already we gave those equations in case of freely falling body and vertically projected body. So now example 12. Already we did that model in PU. So we will see example 12, page number 36. A particle is dropped from the top of a tower of height 80 meters. Find the time of journey and speed with which it strikes the ground, isn't it? So among whenever we are doing in classroom here, we are going to take small g value as 10 meter per second square. They are not giving also. But in exam whenever we are doing small g, you should take 9.8 if they didn't give in brackets. From what height it is dropping? 80 meters. H is equal to. So what they are asking? How much time it is taking? E is equal to, what is the formula? Root 2h by g. Already I gave so many times this derivation equation also. I am not deriving once again. So 2 into h value how much? 80. 80 by g value 10. So root 16 means 4 seconds. It is taking 4 seconds time. Next what they are asking? The speed with which it strikes the ground. Whenever object is dropping, what is its initial velocity? 0. Therefore, final velocity they are asking. I give direct formula. V is equal to root 2gh. We got this equation by using this. V square minus u square equal to 2a. Substitute 2 into 10 into 80. So, how much will get? 1600. 8 2s are 16. 0 0. 1600 means 40 meter per second. Already these we did. So if you are feeling difficulty to solve the problem means what you have to do means after completion of this video you can go and write all the equations from motion in a straight line. How many equations we derived? Only final equation. Derivation not required. Velocity when it touches the ground, v is equal to root 2gh. How much time it is taking? Root 2h by g. So what is the maximum height reached? This maximum equal to u square by 2g. Time of ascent, time of descent, total time. All these formulas once you can write at one place. All formulas. How many you are getting you can see by seeing notes only. Only final equations, not derivations. So if you are recalling those equations and after seeing the problem, which equation we have to apply, you will be getting. That depends on your practice. One by one if you are solving means, so you will also do very fastly. And whenever you wanted to practice same problem, change the numerator values. 80 you can take 90. If you didn't get square root exactly also, no problem. Whenever we are changing values, that is the practice on the same one. Okay.